Welcome back to another Natural Phonics Primer, a universal safety net for literacy. And right now we're going to be doing exercise 40. And this is step 4 in our program. Here we have an A followed by this line represents a consonant, and then an E, which is not going to make any sound at all. It's a silent letter, silent E. Some people call it a signal E because it signals that the A is going to be long, and that macron, which you will see in the dictionaries, indicates that the A is not a, short sound, but A, the long sound, which is the same as the name of the letter. And the key word that we use here is cake, and it's a good one because the E is silent and the A says its name. Now, best way to master this is to see how we go from the short A word with the same spelling, CAP, to a long A word, CAP, but with the addition of the silent E on the end, which you can look at as jumping over this next to last letter and making the A long, cape, like Superman's cape. So we have cap, cape. And when you're done with listening to this video, go back and say this word, and then that arrow indicates you're going to transform it or convert it into the long vowel word with the E on the end. And practice these till you get really fast at them. You can have people dictate a word, say, spell cape, and you're going to say C-A-P-E. They'll say spell cap, and you're going to say cap, C-A-P-E, cap. Remember, when you're spelling, it's a spelling approach to reading. Remember, when you spell, you hear the word when it's dictated, then you say the word, you spell the word, and then you say the word again. So again, here we go. So we have cap transformed into cape. Past becomes paste. Gap becomes gape. Rat becomes a rate. Pan becomes pain. Back becomes bake. Fad becomes fade. Sam becomes same. Mad becomes made. Lack becomes lake. Snack becomes snake. Quack becomes quake. At becomes ate. Hat becomes hate. And tap becomes tape. And this is a good place to remind you of my, Mr. Potter's secret of reading, which is to look at all the letters the right way. If you just look at the words, you may see the shape. A lot of my students will see the word snack, and instead of saying snack, they say snake, because these two words, snack and snake, have almost the same shape, and so they're easy to confuse. Now we're going to look at the words, and so we're going to go through these. Since there's a lot of them, we're going to go through them pretty quick here. And you can listen to this recording over and over again. Make sure that you can read these words really fast. Make sure you can spell all these words, and then you can go to your timings and get up to your calibrated speed and then move on to the next lesson. So here we go. The first word is ape. The ape swings in the tree. The next one is ate. I ate an apple. Next is bake. Bake a cake. Blade, a blade on a knife. Blame, don't blame me. If kids don't learn phonics, I'll make sure they get phonics and be able to read well. Next we have blaze. The fire was a big blaze. Brave, very brave, not afraid. Cake, yummy, yummy, a delicious chocolate cake. Came, he came to school early because he really wanted to learn. Cane, some people have to use a cane to walk. Cape, Superman, Batman have a cape. Cave, in a dark cave. Chase, the policeman chased the bad guy. Crate, a crate for carrying things on. Dave, it's the name. Notice the E. Dave. Daze, he was in a daze. Confused. Woke up and didn't know where he was at. Drape, another word for curtains. Fade. Fade, leave something out in the sun and it may fade, change its color. Fake, a fake diamond. Fate, fate is something that's going to happen that you can't change. Flake, a snowflake. No two snowflakes are the same. Game, we love to play board games at my house. How about yours? Gate, the gate, keep the gate locked so the cows can't get out. Gaze, gaze into my eyes. Grave, grave can mean someone who's very grave, very serious, and also it's a grave like in a graveyard. Haste, a word you don't hear very often, but it means to hurry, make haste, hurry. Hate, it's okay to hate bad things. Haze, in the morning I couldn't see because of the haze. Then we have two names. We have Jane and Kate. Then we have A, lame, the lame man. Late, don't be late for school. Made, I made the bed this morning. Make good decisions. And notice, remember, the K, when it's by itself, the vowels in front of it's always going to be long. If you want it to be short, you have to write, you remember CK? That was a rule we learned a long time ago. Male, male and female. Boy and girl. This is boy. Mane, the mane on a horse's back is the hair on their neck. Name, what's your name? Pain, this is pain like a window pane. This is not pain like I have a pain headache, I have a pain in my head. That's P-A-I-N, this is P-A-N-E, pain, a window pane. Next we have pave, pave the street. Plane, this is plane like an airplane, plane. Next we have plate, put your food on the plate. Rake, rake the leaves in the fall. Rate, this is how fast. So what is your your reading rate? How fast are you reading the words in the Natural Phonics Primer when you do your timings? Safe, safe on home base, safe on home base, or a safe where you put your precious things you don't want to lose, money or whatever, you put it in a safe, jewelry. Sale, I hope you have a good sale and sell a lot of books. Shake, shake something up like a milkshake. Shame, when somebody does something wrong, you say, shame, 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 you shouldn't have done that. Shave, get a good close shave. Skate, at the skating rink, you get the wheels on your skates, you go round and round. Slate, in the old days, the boys and girls all had a slate at their desk and they would write on the slate. Slave, a slave has to do what his master says. Now we have snake, old sneaky snake. Spade, and a spade here can be like a little shovel, or when you're playing cards, the spade. Then we have stale, like you kept the bread too long and now it's stale and it doesn't taste good. State, Mr. Potter was born in Indiana and he lives in Texas. Take me out to the ball game. Tame, a tame lion will not hurt you. Hope. Tape, use a tape to see how tall you are. Taste, a nice juicy red apple taste, has a good taste. Trade, you can trade your old car in for a new one. Next is waste, don't waste time. And last of all is wave, and this is a good time for me to wave goodbye. We'll see you in the next lesson.